It's time now, before we turn it over to Pastor Jennings, we're going to hear a few words from our brother Johnny Robertson.
I need to do something, and it involves me wearing my hat for a second. Where I come from, one of the greatest honors that you can pay is to take your hat off. And my hat is off to you ladies. I have been following you around from North Carolina, Charlotte, Raleigh, Houston, and you're some of the sweetest, most well-dressed, modest women that I know of anywhere. Pastor Jennings,
that's right. All right.
you are one of the strongest, most powerful preachers that I have ever heard. My hat's off to you. People that know me will tell you that when Johnny makes a mistake, he tries to correct it. And I have made a mistake. 20 years ago, I met Pastor Jennings in Martinsville, Virginia. And for the last 20 years, let's say, 24 years ago is what it really was. For the last 20 years, I have believed that Martinsville and Southern Virginia would be better off without Pastor Jennings. And that was a big mistake. The state of religion in our area is atrocious. The dress is atrocious. I'm a member of the Church of Christ. The dress in the Church of Christ is atrocious. The behavior is atrocious. And if Pastor Jennings would have been in our area, it would have been a lot better. And so, also, this wasn't a mistake, I don't think. It was just pure ignorance. I made friends with a man named Finch in the Rocky Mount Temple. I pulled up and Finch was doing the yard work, and I was investigating. I'll just tell you the truth. I was investigating because Pastor Jennings and I have been talking back and forth, and Finch and I began to talk, and this was last year, Pastor Jennings. We started talking, and I told him, I said, you know, I've been following around. I went to the convocation in Charlotte, and I've been to Greensboro to a convention, and I said, I'm starting to like Pastor Jennings. You know what? You know what Finch said? He said, Pastor Jennings loves you. I was ashamed of myself. Cut me to the heart. I had let him be my adversary in my mind, and I didn't love him like I should have. And for that, I'm sorry. Now, in 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 8, Paul said this, "For we would not, brethren, have you ignorant of our trouble which came to us in Asia, that we were pressed out of measure, above strength, insomuch that we despaired even of life." In 2018, I tried to kill myself. I despaired. The work is hard. And I'm in a bit of a despair now. I'm a hiss and a byword in the Church of Christ. The Church of Christ preachers have been instructed to lock the door if my son and I come. So many places I go, can't worship with them. And this time, I realize that Pastor Jennings loves me, and so I've come to him for help.
Nice. All right.
I have asked Pastor Jennings to lend a hand to me with these folk down in Virginia. I've been there for 27 years, and I've been on television all that time, and I've been trying to preach. I would like to say I preach like him, but I can't preach that good. But we've been calling it out, and it's just gotten worse. And I've asked Pastor Jennings to lend me a hand, and I'm saying to Martinsville folk now, Southern Virginia, y'all are in trouble now.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
All right. Nice.
We thank God from those words from Brother Johnny Robertson. At this time, we thank God for all those that gave in the offering, those that didn't give. We thank